Hello, I'm Bartling, and I certainly hope that you and yours are having yourself a sunnier, warmer day. And the older I am, the more that I think. This week, I want to tackle a question I've been thinking about. Why do I do what I do? Kind of like the way Paul asked himself in the Bible. Many of you know a bit about my story. I'm adopted. Not the tallest guy in the world. Left-handed. Raised as an army brat. A tumbleweed kid, if you will. American citizen with Panamanian roots. And yeah, I got kicked out of college after my first year. Close to losing my scholarship. But I went back the very next year after my academic probation and ended up on the dean's list thereafter. Today, I want to share something with you that might seem, so small. But it has shaped how I've conducted business for over 50 plus years. Whenever I lead a workshop or seminar, and I've done hundreds of them, I follow the same almost religious ritual, without exception. Now, these rituals did not happen overnight. They are the fruit of an evolution, not a revolution. Let me explain my very first workshop. It was for my boss at the time. I just fresh out of college, the month of July. He asked me to do this workshop all by myself for this audience of maybe 12 to 15 salespeople. It was kind of a motivational type of thing. Now, the audio-visual equipment that I had was, let me describe it. It was called a Duquesne projector. Kind of two parts to it. One was a record player. The other was a slide projector. So you put the record on, and as the record would progress, it would make a noise at certain points. And when it made that noise, it then triggered the projector to move forward. So you'd be talking, and if it was interjecting during the record playing, but if it made that noise, it advanced. So there I was in the month of July, putting on my very first workshop, wearing a suit, sweating to beat the band, coming in this little lunchroom. Wasn't a very big lunchroom. And you see, the workshop was over the associates there, their lunch. So they weren't, you might say, totally interested in what I was doing there, other than it was explained to them by their boss that I'm here to put on this little workshop for them. That group of salesmen, we kind of affectionately would know them back there as, "Hey, Culligan man." Yes, it was the Culligan water softener salesman. I reflect back and I just wonder how much Joe, my boss, how much of a discount he got on his water softener for his house. But I do have, as I said, through an evolution, an almost religious ritual that I do when I put on a workshop and seminar. So here they are as follows. First, I always have an American flag posted on the right side. And we say, hand over heart, we say the Pledge of Allegiance. Second, I create name tents for every participant so I can use their name when I call upon them or answer their questions. Third, and this might surprise you, I never ever say, "That's a great question." And finally, we always say grace before our meal. Now, you might be wondering, why these specific things? Why have you become so rigid about it? So let me share with you why I think so. Because there are some universal life lessons we can all take away from these. Here's what I've learned. Lesson number 1. Small rituals can create big foundations. Though seemingly minor practices, the flag, the pledge, the name tents, they're just not ceremony. They establish respect, belonging, and intention from the very first moment. In your own life, ask yourself, what small, consistent actions could you implement that would set the tone for everything that follows? Maybe it's how you start your workday, begin a difficult conversation, or prepare for important moments. The power is not in the ritual itself. It's in the intentionality behind it. Lesson number 2. Everyone deserves to be seen and known. Those name tents, they're about human dignity. When someone asks a question, I never say that's a great question. Why? Because I want people to know their value isn't measured by whether they try to impress me with questions. They are important because they ask it. And responding using their name, I'm telling them that they matter enough to be remembered. You know, in our digital world, we're losing the art of truly seeing people. Challenge yourself this week. Use people's names more often. Remember details about their lives. Show them that they are not just another face in the crowd. Honor people, not just processes. Lesson number 3. Gratitude grounds everything. Saying grace isn't just about faith, though that's so very, very, very important. It's about pausing to acknowledge that what we have isn't guaranteed. Whether you're religious or not, taking a moment to express gratitude before you receive something good, it centers you in what really matters. It reminds you that success, food on the table, even the ability to gather with others, these are gifts, not entitlements. Always take time to give thanks. Here's my challenge for you this week. Identify one small ritual that you can implement that reflects your values with a capital V. Make it consistent. Make it intentional. And watch how it transforms not just your experience, but the experience of everyone around you. Because if you know your values, you never have to guess your actions. Thanks for watching, and I hope I see you next week. You know, sometimes the smallest changes create the biggest impact. And remember this, I'm rooting for you. Yes, I am, because We're in this together. And blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. Take care.